stop wasting money on products that don't fix those ugly brown spots in your lawn. You've probably been told it's just fungus or grubs, but that's not the whole story. What if I told you that most of what you think you know about fixing brown spots is wrong? Today, we're busting those myths. I'm going to show you the 5 real reasons your lawn is turning brown and give you fixes that actually work. We'll go beyond the usual suspects and dive deep into what's truly happening underneath your grass. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how to diagnose your lawn's problems and bring it back to that lush, green carpet you want. Let's get right into it. The number one mistake people make is misdiagnosing the problem from the start. You see a brown patch and immediately reach for the fungicide or the grub killer. You spend your weekend applying it, watering it in, and then you wait. A week goes by, 2 weeks, and nothing changes. The spot might even be getting bigger. Sounds familiar, right? This happens because you're treating the symptom, not the actual cause. It's like taking a cough drop for a broken leg. It just won't work. The truth is, several different issues can create almost identical looking brown spots. It could be a pest, a disease, a soil problem, or even something you're doing without realizing it. Throwing random products at it is a gamble, and it's a losing one most of the time. You're not just wasting money, you're wasting precious time while the real problem gets worse. You end up frustrated, your lawn looks terrible, and you're ready to just give up and pave the whole thing over. But it doesn't have to be that way. The key is to become a lawn detective, and I'm going to show you how to get your badge. Let's start with our first fix, which tackles one of the most misunderstood culprits: compacted soil. You can water and fertilize all you want, but if your soil is packed down like concrete, none of it will reach the roots where it's needed. Think of it like trying to drink water through a clogged straw. The roots can't breathe, they can't drink, and they can't eat. So, they die, and you get a big, ugly brown spot. How do you know if you have compacted soil? It's simple. Grab a long screwdriver and try to push it into the ground in the brown area. Then try it in a healthy, green area. If it's much harder to push into the brown spot, you've found your problem. This is super common in high-traffic areas, like where your kids play, where you walk to the shed every day, or where your dog runs along the fence. The constant pressure squeezes all the air and life out of the soil. So, what's the fix? Core aeration. This is the single best thing you can do for compacted soil. A core aerator pulls out small plugs of soil, creating channels for air, water, and nutrients to get down to the roots. It's like opening up hundreds of little windows and doors for your lawn to breathe. You can rent a machine from most home improvement stores for a day. Run it over your entire lawn, but focus heavily on those brown, compacted spots. Go over them 2 or 3 times. After aerating, it's the perfect time to overseed and add a thin layer of compost. The new seeds and organic matter will fall into the aeration holes, creating the perfect environment for new grass to grow and for the soil to recover. This isn't a quick, overnight fix, but it's a long-term solution that builds a healthy foundation for your entire lawn. All right, moving on to our second fix, and this one might surprise you. We need to talk about your mower, specifically your mower blades. You might be thinking, what do my mower blades have to do with brown spots? A lot, actually. Dull mower blades don't slice the grass cleanly, they tear it. They rip and shred the top of the grass blade, leaving a ragged, wounded edge. This ragged edge is an open door for diseases to enter. Plus, the shredded tips of the grass will turn brown and fibrous, giving your whole lawn a hazy, brownish tint instead of that sharp, green look. Think about it this way. If you get a clean cut on your finger, it heals quickly. If you get a jagged scrape, it takes longer to heal and is more likely to get infected. It's the same for your grass. Sharpening your mower blades is one of the easiest and cheapest things you can do for your lawn's health. You should be sharpening them at least twice a season, maybe more if you have a large lawn or hit a lot of rocks and sticks. A sharp blade makes a clean cut, which helps the grass heal faster, conserve water, and fight off disease. So, before you do anything else, check your blades. If they're dull, get them sharpened. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes. A healthy cut promotes healthy growth, and healthy growth is the best defense against brown spots. Now for our third major fix: improper watering. This is a huge one. Both overwatering and underwatering can lead to brown spots, but they do it in different ways. Underwatering is obvious. The grass doesn't have enough water to survive, so it goes dormant and turns brown. It's trying to conserve energy. But overwatering is just as bad, if not worse. When you water too often for short periods, you encourage shallow root growth. The roots learn that they don't have to dig deep for water because they get a little sip every day. These shallow roots are weak and can't handle stress from heat or drought. On top of that, constantly wet soil and damp grass blades create the perfect breeding ground for fungal diseases. These diseases thrive in moisture, and before you know it, you have classic brown patch or dollar spot fungus taking over your lawn. The secret is to water deeply but infrequently. You want to train your roots to grow deep into the soil to search for water. This makes them stronger and more resilient. Aim to give your lawn about 1 inch of water per week, delivered in 1 or 2 long watering sessions, not a little bit every day. A great way to measure this is to place a few empty tuna cans around your lawn while the sprinkler is on. When the cans are full, you know you've delivered about 1 inch of water. Water early in the morning between 4 a.m. and 10 a.m. This gives the grass blades all day to dry out, which greatly reduces the risk of fungal disease. Proper watering is a game changer. It builds a tough, drought-resistant lawn from the ground up. Let's dive into our 4th fix. And this one involves something you might not even see: grubs and other subsurface insects. These little pests are the secret assassins of the lawn world. You won't see them on the surface because they live in the soil and feast on the roots of your grass. As they chew through the root system, they cut off the plant's ability to absorb water and nutrients. The grass above starves and dies, creating irregular, spongy brown patches that often peel back like a carpet. If you can roll up a section of your brown turf easily, that's a classic sign of grub damage. You'll likely see the C-shaped white grubs right there in the soil. The key to dealing with grubs is timing. Applying a grub killer at the wrong time of year is completely useless. Most grub control products are preventative, meaning they need to be applied before the grubs hatch and start feeding. For most regions, this means applying a preventative treatment in late spring or early summer, typically May or June. This will target the new generation of grubs before they can do any damage. If you already have active grub damage in late summer or fall, you'll need a curative product designed to kill mature grubs. Read the label carefully to make sure you're getting the right product for the right time. A well-timed grub control application can save your lawn from being completely destroyed from below. Finally, we've arrived at our 5th and final fix: pet urine. Yes, we have to talk about Fido. If you have a dog, those concentrated, round brown spots with a dark green ring around the edge are almost certainly caused by their urine. Dog urine is very high in nitrogen and salts. In concentrated doses, it acts like a fertilizer burn, killing the grass in the center. The urine gets diluted around the edges of the spot, which is why you often see a ring of lush, dark green grass where the nitrogen is acting as a fertilizer. This is a telltale sign. So what's the fix? The best immediate solution is to dilute the spot. If you see your dog urinating on the lawn, immediately grab a hose or a watering can and drench the area with water. This will wash the excess nitrogen and salts down into the soil, preventing the burn. Of course, you can't follow your dog around 24/7, so a longer-term strategy is to train your dog to use one specific area of the yard, maybe a mulched or gravel area, as their bathroom spot. There are also dietary supplements for dogs that claim to alter the pH of their urine, but you should always talk to your vet before giving your pet any supplements. For the existing spots, you'll need to repair them. Rake out the dead grass, flush the area with water a few times over a couple of days to leach out the salts, and then reseed the patch with some fresh topsoil. So there you have it, 5 real fixes for the brown spots in your lawn. We've talked about relieving compacted soil through core aeration. We've covered the importance of sharp mower blades for a clean, healthy cut. We discussed the critical technique of watering deeply and infrequently. We learned how to properly time our attack on root-eating grubs, and we faced the reality of pet damage and how to manage it. Notice that only 2 of these 5 fixes involve applying a product. The other 3 are all about changing your lawn care practices. That's the secret. A healthy lawn isn't built with a bag or a bottle. It's built with smart, consistent practices that create an environment where grass can thrive. Stop guessing and start diagnosing. Go out to your lawn, look closely at those brown spots, and use what you've learned today to figure out the real problem. Once you know the cause, you know the cure. You can finally stop wasting money and start building the beautiful green lawn you've always wanted. It's not magic, it's just good science. If this helped you out, Subscribe for more lawn tips that actually work.